Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Tweedy. It's your dog Tweedy. Arr, arr. If you're a real one, bro, give me some R's in the chat. Arr, arr. But we got we got this Mortal Kombat 1 Pro Competition event going on today. And so this is like Belgium time right here. It says Mortal Kombat 1 starts at 18 o'clock. In Belgium time, 6 hours ahead of Eastern. So that would be noon Eastern, right? 12 Eastern PM. So that's when that starts. So pool play for the Mortal Kombat 1 Pro Competition starts at noon Eastern today, if I'm reading that right. And then top 8 is actually at 4 a.m. Eastern Sunday. So, and let's check out the bracket. I also want to show you all the Pro Competition standings. So, the way the Pro Competition works is there's going to be 20 players, $200,000 prize pool, and 10 players make it in through the regional finale. Finale's the online ones. One player makes it in through last chance qualifier, and then one player makes it through Evo. And as you can see the standings here, you have Sonic, Ytex looking pretty good. Connie actually made it in through a regional qualifier. That's why his name is dark here, like the background. So basically, like he doesn't matter, right? Like he's already qualified through a regional. So instead of it being top 8, it's gonna be it's gonna go down to 9th because Connie basically pretend he's not even there. So Nicolas looking really good points wise. Gurren Lavender looking pretty good. And then FaysalVGY Snake Doe going to need some more points to secure themselves. You have players like Rothor, Prox, Javier, Maduzen. I don't know how to say his name, the Baraka player. We're on the outside, Katana Khan, Foxy. And let's check out the bracket. So this is, and by the way, the offline events where you get points, there's combatant events and demigod events. The demigod events give about twice as many points as combatant events. But here's the thing: your top 2 placing, says it right here. Your top 2 placing at a demigod and combatant is all that counts. So say like Sonic won 2 combatants already and got 9th at a demigod. So Sonic could gain points from demigods, right? Because there's room to improve there, 9th place. But Sonic can't gain any more points from combatant events, right? Because Sonic already got first at 2. Like for example, Ytex, he got first at demigod. Say he gets first at another demigod, then he can gain no more points. You know what I mean? Or say like someone like Foxy, he got 5th at a demigod. Say he gets 5th at another demigod, or 4th, or 3rd, or 1st, but then he gets 7th at another demigod. That 7 doesn't count because he already has 2 placings that are better, and those are what count. Me personally, I don't really know what this is like. I'm already qualified through the regionals. Took down Online East. You already know what time it is. But let's get into the bracket here, y'all. Let's get into the bracket. So I believe the combatant events are 5K prize pool, $5K, and demigods are 10K, so they are playing for some money. So let's check out pool 1. So we got Connie, we got Dalphinate. Sorry, y'all, got a little burp action going on. We got Katana Khan, we got Rip's shiny bald head. Okay. We have Axar. Dang, this pool is stacked. So Connie, Katana Khan, and Axar are 3 players that I would expect to be in the running for, like, you know, top 4 at this event, but they're all in the same pool. It is 3 make it out, though, so all 3 can make it out. But, you know, in order for one of these players, they got a tough path, man. These players right here, Axar and Katana Khan, obviously they're 2 players that you would look out for, like, to have a breakout performance. Obviously, Katana Khan is kind of on the bubble to qualify, 160 points, not far off from being in there. But this is a tough path. Axstar, this is actually top 2 from EU West. Grand finals of EU West was Connie and Axstar. So in order for Katana Khan to win his pool, he's going to have to beat top 2 of EU West, which is like arguably the most stacked region. You know, you could argue like EU West, NA East, NA West, Brazil. There's a lot of stacked regions these days. They used to just be NA East, like above the rest. But EU West is definitely up there, and Katana Khan's going to have to go through both grand finalists of that region just to win his pool. Not, well, he would be in top 8 at that point. So just to make top 8 winners, Katana Khan has to go through both of them. That's pretty crazy. Let's check out pool number 2. And obviously, Connie's already qualified, so you could say, like, oh, gatekeeper. But, I mean, here's the thing. You sign up for a tournament, you're supporting the scene. And also, there's $5,000 to play for, so, you know, Connie, regardless of qualifier or not, has shown up to play. Now, let's check out MKA2. So, we got Gur here, the one NA player making it, I believe. So, Gur trying to solidify himself further. He is 5th in the standings right now, so he's looking pretty good. Now, I believe Gur has I want to say a 3rd at a combatant and a 5th? Or it might be a 3rd and a 4th. What did he get at Mexico? Did he get 4th or 5th? And then Texas Showdown, he got 3rd. So he'd have to get like 4th or 3rd at this event for it to really mean anything towards his points. But Gur's always traveling, always trying to make it happen. We have DefTat, who's pretty good. Subby, who's pretty good. Some of these names I don't recognize, but I'm sure they're good. And then we got Javier, who's obviously one of the best. Probably the best Scorpion. And he's not doing too well this season compared to how he's done in the past. Like he got 7th at Viennality. He got, I believe, 17th at Brazil. So he's gonna need a good performance here to really solidify himself in the points. And he didn't end up winning his region either for online. So Javier's going to have to show out at this event, Combo Breaker, stuff like that in order to qualify. So yeah, and you have Law Corridor. Law Corridor was good at MK11. I haven't seen him play this game, but I'm sure he's good. Scare Tactics, that name rings a bell, but I'm not sure who they play on this game. So this is an interesting pool. Probably going to come down to Gur and Javier, but we will see. Definitely upset potential from like DefTat, Subby, Law Corridor, so we'll see. And then you have Faysal, you have Sikander, Stormbreaker. Oh, Mia. Isn't Mia a really good Middle East player? No, I think it might be a different player with a similar name. Stormbreaker, that name kind of rings a bell. And then you got Foxy, and you got Kafursko, and I'm Still the Daddy. So this pool is really stacked. I don't think I'm Still the Daddy really plays this, but cool to see him signed up. So Kafursko, obviously really good. Havoc, he's actually loyal to the team of AF0xyGrampa since day 1, which is interesting. Got top 8 at Viennality. So he actually has a decent amount of points. Let's see if we can find him on the leaderboard. Yeah, here. 75 points for that one event. So if he could do good here, you never know. He didn't end up winning his regional. He was in EU East. That was won by Anna's Bananas. So if he wants to qualify, he's going to need to get some points. And he's got Foxy in his way. Dude, this pool is stacked. Foxy, Kafursko, Sikander, Faysal. Faysal obviously put a lot of time into T1000. T1000 got nerfed, but he's still good. So we'll see how this goes. Definitely an interesting pool. Faysal is a player who got 2nd at Viennality and 2nd at a Demigod event is a shit ton of points. So you can see, like, off the back of that performance alone, he's 7th in the standings. But he's going to need some more points, right? Because these players are going to start getting points behind him. And Foxy is definitely a player who, if he really wants to push to qualify, he's going to need to start racking up points here. So this is a big pool. And Sikander as well. Sikander, even though he did bad at Brazil, he still is on the leaderboard, you know? So if he can make something happen, travel to enough events, he's not out of it. So it's going to be interesting. Definitely some players, 4 players who have points, you know what I mean? Sikander, a little out of it, but with some amazing performances, could get back in there. Kafursko, kind of same thing. But Foxy and Faysal, they're 2 players who, if they want to qualify, they kind of need to start getting wins. So that makes for some interesting gameplay, some storylines. And then you have VGY. You have Too Easy, Rothor, Jazwoo, Lord Rack. Jazzu and Lord Rack, I recognize those names, but I'm not sure who they play. And then obviously Rothor, Takeda God, Rambo God, Rain God, plays Cyrax, I think. I think he's mostly focused on Takeda these days, though. Too Easy, Ermac, VGY plays an assortment of characters. So VGY's right inside the points range here with 265, and Rothor's right outside. So that makes for a juicy set here if those two end up playing, because those two need points, right? Because VGY, he's barely inside qualification, and Rothor is right outside. So that's a big set. Both players need points. And then Too Easy, I don't think really. Too Easy, you see him all the way over here at 50th. He's kind of out of it. Unless he can have some, like, some insane performances. He's kind of out of it. And then Jazwu and Lord Rack, are either of them on the leaderboard? I don't believe so. So yeah, those are the pools, y'all. 3 make it out. If you make it out in winners, you're essentially in top 8 winners. But if you make it out in losers, you're in top 12, right? Because there's an extra loser per pool. So I know it says top 12 winners, but if you make it out in winners, you're essentially in top 8 winners. Let's see what the projected is. Yeah, that's what you would probably expect, something like that. It's gonna be interesting to see if Foxy shows up and if he's looking motivated to compete and all that, because, like I said, man, like, he's not far outside of it. 15th, with some really good performances here, maybe a combo breaker or Evo, he could definitely get in there. And then obviously you have players like Faysal, Gur, VGY, Rothor trying to solidify themselves. Players like Javier and Katana Khan, who are in the same spot as Foxy, where they could make it, but, they got to turn it up. So it's going to be interesting, y'all. It's going to be interesting to see. And look forward to watching. I will be restreaming it. So stop by my stream if you want to watch with me. And later, y'all.